When you're gunning for a world title, the fire seems heavier, the bunker seems smaller, and the flag feels as heavy as your opponent's will to win.
All day we fight!
This is professional paintball, the fastest growing sport on the planet. It's a team game of speed and strategy that requires individual heart and courage.
Stay alive!
And today, some of paintball's finest teams and biggest stars have come from around the world to decide who is the best of the best.
That's the way to fight out, huh?
The Smart Parts World Paintball Championship is next on ESPN2.
Welcome to the Mohegan Sun Arena for the Smart Parts World Paintball Championships.
I'm Bill Gardner here with Matty Marshall, paintball legend.
Thanks, Bill. And I'll tell you what, the first round of this event, it definitely lived up to the hype. We had Excessive's pretty much flawless victory over the Russians. Seattle Naughty Dogs came back from a real big deficit against a strong New York Aces team. And let's not forget about Dynasty's 8-point victory.
This has been a stellar tournament. Each of our teams have now played their first game of their 2 opening round matches. And now everyone will play their second and final games of the first round. We have 2 conferences of 4 teams, but only 2 teams from each conference will advance to the semifinal round. And after 4 weeks of play, Atlanta, LA, Seattle, and San Diego all in great shape with 2 points each. Today's game is the San Diego Dynasty taking on the Russian Legion. Now let's meet our teams.
Let's go, boy. Let's go right now, man. Right now. Right now. Come on, boy.
If they win today, they move on to the semifinals. Say hello to the San Diego Dynasty. Let's take a look at Dynasty. They got some superb players in Alex Frazier, Ryan Greenspan, and Angel Fergoza.
Kicking like a chicken.
And you can be sure that Brian Cole, Yosh Rao, and Todd Martinez all should be stepping it up big time.
Matty Ho.
San Diego's coach is John Almira. Today, it's do or die, win or go home for these guys. Say hello to the Russian Legion. Look for Kostya Fedorov, Bart Blonsky, and Alex Lundqvist to put it all on the line in today's game.
Я хочу передать привет маме, папе, дедушке, бабушке, дядь Феде, совхоза Бородуни.
The coach of the Russian Legion is Alexander Tarando. We're just about ready for the first point, but before we begin play, let's go over the rules for this tournament.
Our teams play 2 20-minute halves. It's 5-on-5, capture the flag. To score a point, you must capture the flag and hang it in the other team's base. A hit on any part of the body or equipment, and the player is eliminated and must leave the field immediately. If they fail to do so, they'll be given a penalty. Penalties are similar to hockey. Minors are 2 minutes in length, and majors are 5.
Big matchup between these 2 teams, San Diego Dynasty, Russian Legion. They've met each other many times before, Billy.
Definitely. And who knows who's going to win this, because they've traded a number of times. Generally speaking, San Diego's been a little stronger.
San Diego traditionally a little stronger than the Russians in their past matchups. Oh, but it doesn't look so good for this in this first point. Garrett Maxwell, he's going to come off, as well as Ryan Greenspan. Oh, and the Russians sliding right up into on the Doritos side of the field. Dominant field position right now for the Russians. And you can see he's wrapping around that Dorito side because he's unopposed over there. No one is shooting at him. Todd Martinez is going to be able to get some shots.
There's the bump.
He's
right
up
to the 50.
He's up to the 50-yard line. He's trying to get shots on Todd Martinez and the Snake. I don't know if Todd knows that he's up that far. Todd's gonna have to be able to look in the inside and try to pick him up. He's rolling his gun at Todd right now. We see Todd probing around the inside of that bunker on the Snake side. That's Prominny for the Russians, and here comes Todd. Now Todd didn't know that the Russian was that far up on the Dorito side.
A lot of patience. You notice that Russian just sitting there beating, waiting for that moment right there.
And here comes Fedorov swinging around with this boy in the center, and Brian Cole submits. He's waving him off. He took one in the grill, and it's going to be all Russians here in this first point. I'll tell you what, Billy, Dynasty, they didn't even get 1 kill.
No, Russians looked really strong. Nice movement down the field. We'll see if this continues, Matty.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I were the Russians, I want to step it up this game. They got absolutely crushed by Excessive the last match they played. Here comes Tom Martinez moving up the field on the replay. He got shot right there in his face by Prominny from the opposite side of the field. Great point by the Russians. They go up 1-0. We're going to get back to the action. Well, we'll see if Dynasty can get in this game. They're only down 1 point. That's nothing right now, but the Russians playing good so far.
Strong break by Dynasty, taking the snake one right off the go.
See Yosh Rao rolling his gun. Oh, he's going to come off. So Yosh Rao gets shot, loses his first gunfight. Alex Frazee, oh God, the Dynasty's just playing sloppy right now, Billy.
They sure are. Nope, there's another one.
Oh, and Frank Connell. So 3 lost gunfights in a row, and here come the Russians. All the way to the 50-yard line on the snake side. He's shooting at Justin Schwartz, who's pretty far up on the Dorito side. Oh, here comes Fedorov. Oh, Fedorov laces up. Schwartz is back. And that's pretty much it. Fedorov just waving his guys off. That's it. Hey, guys, everyone on Dynasty's dead. Grab that flag and run it in. So here come the Russians. They're going up 2-0. Playing some great ball, man. I mean, but you know what? Honestly, Dynasty just lost 3 gunfights in a row. Schwartz got ran down.
In their bunkers.
Yeah, in their bunkers. And you cannot come against the Russians.
Here's the first
like
one here. Yosh gets hit right in the side. Connell comes out, a little too far, whack right in the side of the head. Weak play in the bunkers.
We'll be back with more paintball action right after the break.
We study all of our teams. You know, we spend hours and hours the night before prepping for the games with maps drawn out, and then we also watch every single team we're going to play.
The Smart Parts World Paintball Championships are brought to you by Smart Parts, Equipment Counts, and the Mohegan Sun, a world of play.
A little worn out, but you'll do. Your equipment, however, will not. Your time has come, Soren.
See how it ends at smartparts.com.
Welcome back to the Smart Parts World Paintball Championships. We got our band PSK rocking the house. So the Russian Legion is off to a fast start and now have a 2-0 lead over San Diego Dynasty. All right, so Mike Kinman getting ready for Dynasty, steps on the field. Fedorov and his boys getting ready for the Russians.
I'm sure Dynasty have been having some discussions here. See if they can come up with something.
Discussions are, hey, everyone, play tighter. And we'll see if they can play tighter as we see Russians get up into Snake 2 right away. Sasha in Snake 2, shooting. You see the stream of paint going. Oh, I think he might have killed the back center. Oh, and then he gets a shot off on Greenspan right after that.
Russians shooting their guns well.
As Garrett Maxwell, yes, the Russians are shooting their guns, but that's what the Russians do well, man. These guys train all the time. The Russians are truly professional paintball players. I mean, you know, obviously Dynasty is as well, but the Russians have a training facility in Moscow, and they spend 5 days a week training.
There's Martinez eliminated.
Garrett Maxwell trying to do damage control to get shots off on that Snake side. He is on the Dorito side, shooting cross field. Doesn't have a lot of penetration. He's going to come off as well.
Boy, the Russians look great. I mean, they're just moving well, shooting the guns.
The Russians are doing everything right now, and Dynasty cannot catch a break. Plus, it's tough to catch a break when you're losing this many gunfights.
Yep, there's the last one, I think. Oh, one more in the corner.
So Permitny up there in the 50-yard line on the Snake side. Kirill rocking it out, and his boy run. It's the lone soldier Brian Cole back there. Not much he can do. Though Brian Cole was pulling off a lot of like 2-on-1s and 3-on-1s in the last match that they played, but you can't do that every time. If all your boys don't step up and they're losing a bunch of gunfights, it's going to be really hard for you to be pulling stuff out.
Yeah, it's definitely all about teamwork, Matty. Here's Kirill shooting across at Mike Kinman. And Todd Martinez sticks his head out a little bit too far. Up there, he gets nailed.
All right, start of this game. Russians putting it on. 10 minutes left in this first half. They have a 3-point lead. We're lucky enough to have Paul Alders here from the Atlanta Predators. Now, Paul, break this down a little bit for us, man. I mean, the last game that the Russians played, they were down right off the break. You know, it was 6-0. Now, do you think they went and changed some stuff up here? I mean, you played against them before.
Absolutely. They have an incredible coaching staff that's going to fix all their problems. If they have a bad match, they're going to turn it around. And normally, Dynasty, an excellent sweet spotting and gunfighting team, is struggling, and they're going to have to turn something around to come back in this match.
Thanks, Ball. We'll see if San Diego can come up with something good as we return to the action. We see the Russians in the red and white jerseys, Dynasty in the blue. Dynasty.
Ooh, loses a gun. Look at this. They have to get that gun. Yeah, the rules state you have to go back and get your gun. He did, but he got shot.
So Schwartz drops his gun and then picks it up and proceeds to sprint down the field and draw the guns. Here. A penalty is pulled on Schwartz.
Yeah, the way Schwartz ran off the field there, distracting the fire, created a penalty, I believe.
So Johnny Perchek heads to the box, and Bart Blonsky heads up the snake side. Oh, puts about 6.
Russia's playing well.
Right into Yosh Rao's back. Oh, that's got to hurt.
Ooh, and Frazee just shoots Bart.
So Frazee runs up, trades out with Bart Blonsky. I don't think it's going to be enough for Dynasty because here come the Russians grabbing the flag again. They're going to go up 4-0 right here. Wow, the Russians are playing some really good paintball right now. Dynasty, they're lacking the teamwork, you know, Billy.
Exactly.
You know, they are an amazing team. They've proven it, you know, for years now. But you can't just go through the motions and think you're going to win, especially against the Russians. They need to win their gunfights, concentrate. And we see on the replay, Yosh Rao, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, gets a bunch of them right in his side.
That hurts. That grouping hurts.
Yeah, Bart Blonsky made Yosh Rao wear it. Yosh Rao is just looking the other way.
Я вижу, что минус двойка. Я вижу, что минус тройка. Блядь, 2. Беги сразу.
Вот скажи мне это, и все.
Я не успею, я не могу туда.
Well, the Russians have got to be feeling pretty good about this game right now. Let's see if San Diego can get back to the drawing board, come up with something hot, and we're going to get back to the action. Dynasty, not one to go quietly ever, and I guarantee they're going to
the Russians here a little bit of a situation when you get up 4-0. You know, you tend to relax a little bit, back off the pressure. The Russians against Dynasty, they need to keep up constant pressure.
They do. Here it comes the pressure, diving across. It's Kirill, Promidny getting into that on the Dorito side of the field. Hinman gets shot out of that back center. Dynasty continuing to lose their gunfights. You see Promidny just styling up this Dorito side of the field to the 50-yard line. There's no one on that side. He's unabated. Oh, Ty Martinez is going to take one. He's trying to make something happen and gets a snake too. Alex Lundqvist rolling his gun. Talking, rolling his gun. Good communication. The Russians continue to play flawless paintball right now. And they're going to close it out here.
Ooh, nice shot.
Oh, Ryan Greenspan just couldn't deal. Too many bodies coming in on him. And Alex Lundqvist sprinting in that flag. Russians just destroying Dynasty in the beginning of this game, man. Dynasty, I'm telling you, though, these guys, they don't go quietly. When this happens to them, they get in the huddle and they start getting it up. We see Tom Martinez trying to make something happen, but he didn't realize that there was so much penetration on that Dorito side of the field for the Russians, and then Ryan Greenspan, just too many bodies. He just couldn't, you know, I mean, what can you do? There's 4 guys coming at you. San Diego doesn't seem to be catching any breaks. This game is starting to look a little one-sided in favor of the Russian Legion. And while our teams get ready for the next point, let's take a look at this.
Not only do these teams have their own style of play on the field,
gotta win.
They have their own look. That look is incorporated in everything they wear, from their jerseys all the way down to their markers. This is the Dynasty Shocker. Its sleek, smooth lines show off their Southern California style of play.
Smart, methodical paintball.
And this is the Russian Legion Shocker. It's built like a machine. Strong, powerful, and fast. Because that's how they play the game.
Играть и выигрывать.
We will return after this quick timeout, so do not go away. Welcome back to the Smart Parts World Paintball Championships. I'm Matty Marshall with Bill Gardner Jr., and it's the Russian Legion with a commanding 5-0 lead over San Diego Dynasty. The Russian team it's not a team you want to be falling too far behind. Let's see if San Diego can get back in this game.
Let's go! Let's go! Come on now!
There's Fedorov getting his boys up. Before the start of this next point, Fedorov is, he's become an emotional leader of this team the past couple of years. He was such a talented kid when he first started playing, and now he's just been, really coming of age. Or Bart Blonsky, recent pickup for the Russians this year as well. Bart Blonsky, East Coast baller, playing on a Russian team. Ooh, but Fedorov and Blonsky walk off. It doesn't look good for the Russians here in this point. Maybe Dynasty finally getting it together. Johnny Perchek rolling his gun from the Dorito side of the field. Referee in there, getting Priobagensky out of there. Here comes Frank Connell, 50-yard line on the Dorito side. Here comes Dynasty finally. Like I was saying, Billy, man, these guys are not just going to get their teeth stomped in the entire game.
That's right.
They've won too many championships. They've been around the block too much for that to happen. There's Johnny Perchek.
You can tell he's mad.
Yeah, Johnny, exactly. You can see in his body language. This is important to him, man. I mean, that's how Dynasty plays, though. They have a lot of heart, a lot of gumption on that team. They're going to need all of it right now to come back from this deficit. They finally get on the board here, 5-1. With 4 minutes left, Dynasty needs to win a few more points before this half ends if they want to make this a game.
The Russians have worked for years to get where they are. They haven't really been able to beat many American teams until this year. This is pretty much their breakout year.
Well, I'll tell you what, Billy, they've done very well this year, but I believe personally the vibe in the scene, last year, they really started kicking teeth in, man. On Europe, and, you could argue that Europe's not as big of a deal as the United States, but...
Well, they did beat Dynasty once last year.
They had a huge emotional win against Dynasty last year. And Permidny getting worked over by the referee. Yes, he's got a hit on him. He's going to come off. Ryan Greenspan scanning the field, trying to get some angles.
And he finds an angle.
See, that was sloppy play by the Russians right there. I mean, he just crawled around the side of that snake. I don't know what he was thinking.
Well, also, they're letting Ryan stick his head over the bunker and look around endlessly. He's going to find a shot.
Yeah, Brindikov not doing very well there in that snake. That was not good. Alex Lundqvist, he's got a hit as well. Dynasty dominating on the snake side. Fedorov, he's shot as well. See, that's like just what you were talking about, Billy. They're losing momentum right now. You can't come up and come out hot like that and start stomping people out and then all of a sudden start losing a bunch of gunfights.
That's
making
right.
Stupid moves coming around the snake. Ooh, Ryan Greenspan charging up the field, running down to Mike there. The last guy left alive for the Russians. Dynasty, before they were losing their gunfights, now they're winning their gunfights. Big difference.
That's right. And the momentum. Here goes Greenspan. Look, he hits him right in the leg.
That game's definitely going to pump Dynasty up.
Way to go, squad one. Way to be.
And with 2:32 left in the first half, San Diego has some time to get right back in this game. Let's see if they can do it.
Matty, paintball's a very emotional game. The Russians are really having some problems right now. They're up, but they're backing off. They're not going for it. They're not playing with the same composure they were earlier.
Well, we'll see. I mean, they still are up, a decent margin. So, and Schwartz trading out right off the break. Both teams down a player, but here comes Bart Blonsky. Bart Blonsky, he's a very fluid player, very creative, and he sees his opportunities real well. And he gets up to the 50-yard line on the snake side, trying to get shots. Johnny Perchek for Dynasty, moving up the Dorito side. Big move by Johnny Perchek, diving in.
Notice how he used that bunker to block out the paint?
Yeah, that was a good move by Johnny Perchek. I think he got a shot on Bart Blonsky. We'll see referee in there. He's going to check him out. Might have bounced him. So Bart needs to play a little bit tighter in that bunker. Oh, here comes Alex Frazier.
Nice move.
Oh,
nice
Alex
move.
Frazier.
Alex reads the field real well. And look, a penalty. Somebody got a penalty here. Let's see.
It's gonna be on Bart Blonsky. You see Bart arguing with the referee. Here comes Frank Connell, seizing the opportunity on the distraction, comes through. I think he shot Priobagensky. Yes, he did. And here comes Dynasty, man. They're getting right back in this game on the strength of Alex Frazier's run through.
That guy's clean. That guy's clean.
Okay, even though there's a mark on this man, he's actually clean because this is what drew the penalty.
Well, you can see that hit on his backside right there. He took a hit, and that was basically, he had already shot Bart, and Bart just spun on him real quick. And, Bart's just doing what he's got to do at this point.
Watch this. Watch how fast Bart moves. Look at that. I mean, it's almost just a reaction, but that draws the penalty.
Exactly, and you can see that last shot that Bart got in there, and Alex actually pointing to the shot on the run. Dynasty's captain leading the charge. The San Diego Dynasty continues to come back and cut into the Russians' lead. It's now a 5-3 game. And while our teams regroup, let's check this out.
When players play back-to-back points, they only have 2 minutes to clean off all their old hits, reload with paint and air, and get back out onto the field.
Here we go.
In order to get a fast turnaround, players will get worked over by their teammates and their pit crew like a Formula One race car. It goes without saying that teams that have their act together on the field also have their act together off the field.
Go let up, boy. Take this point. It's our game.
It's a Russian Legion 5 and the San Diego Dynasty 3. There's just seconds remaining here in the first half. Let's see if someone can score a quick point. The Russians starting down a player. They have 4. Dynasty, of course, full strength on 5. Bart Blonsky got a penalty that last point on the Alex Frazier run through. Bermindi getting up there on the snake side, getting a little tiny bit of penetration. He gets a snake too.
Not a lot of time left, and neither team wanted to really give up a point here.
Yeah, you need to play this point smart, especially the Russians. You know, get to your spot, stay alive, get the kills that you can, but don't give the team anything at this point.
And notice Dynasty here, not coming out nearly as aggressively, sitting back, covering the angles.
Oh, here comes Permindi. Gets up on the snake side. Ooh, gets a shot on Maxwell's pack. Good move by Permindi, but then, oh, God, you don't get in a good spot, make a great shot, and then immediately get greedy.
I think he's aware of the time problems. He was taking some chances.
Yeah, he was taking some chances. I'll give him that. You know, but at this point, it's all about momentum. You know, you don't want to go into the second half down points. And time is ticking off right now. Ooh, Tom Martinez dodges a paintball. We're getting very close here to this half being done. Todd just seeing if he can get a quick kill.
There's the buzzer and the half.
Well, that's going to do it here for the first half. It's the Russian Legion 5, San Diego Dynasty 3. Let's go down on the field with our very own Callie Stidar standing by with San Diego's Ryan Greenspan.
What are you going to do to come back in the second half?
Well, we were trying to hammer down on this side over here and kind of put a lot of pressure over here, but it wasn't really working. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of switch it around. The last couple points we got, we're just kind of making moves through the snake and getting down there and backdooring them from there. So that's what we're going to kind of keep trying to do.
Communication is everything in paintball, so you guys need to step it up communication-wise too.
Yeah, it's really hard to hear in here, but we're gonna try to yell and scream all we can. But mainly we're just gonna be shooting our guns and just keep making moves on that snake and penetrating through there.
All right, well, good luck second half.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Callie. We'll be back with second half action right after these messages.
See how it ends at smartparts.com.
Welcome back to the Mohegan Sun Arena and the Smart Parts World Paintball Championships. At the half, it's Jacksonville 4, New York 2, and we have a visitor in the booth.
All right, we're at halftime right now. The score, Russians 5, San Diego 3. I'm Matty Marshall. I'm here with Bill Gardner Jr. and our special guest, Mike Venezia of the Atlanta Predators. Now, Mike, one of the best players on Dynasty's squad, Angel Fergoza, is out with an injured ankle right now. How do you think that's affecting him?
I definitely think it made Dynasty come out to a slow start in the first half. Angel's one of their key players. They were sending him to the snake on the break almost every game. Right now, they're having to adjust to that and move other players into the snake.
Now, Mike, with Angel being out, even though he's one of the most underrated, consistent killers on that team, you know, they got a lot of big stars on that team, guys with a lot of heart, a lot of drive, and they've been through this before. They've been down against big teams in huge games. You think they're going to step it up right now?
I definitely do. They definitely have the heart to pull this off. They've played against the Russians a lot, and they know how they play. They have some clutch players for sure. So I think some of their guys are going to definitely step it up the second half.
Awesome. All right, we're going to head to second half action right now. Thanks for stopping by, Mike. It's the Russian Legion 5 and San Diego Dynasty 3 as we begin the second half of play. All right, so the Russians starting down a body on that Bart Blonsky penalty. They only have 4 to Dynasty's 5.
And Dynasty mounting a pretty strong comeback here.
Ooh, definitely. It shots him off the break, so now they're only looking at 3 Russians. Alex Frazier on the snake side. Here he comes. Going right past snake 2 all the way into the 50. Good job by Alex Frazier. Alex Frazier has played well in this event so far.
Yeah, he has. His timing's been impeccable.
Well, you know, Alex Frazier, the captain of this team, and in order for you guys, for the team to come back, they're going to need their stars to play well. They need Brian Cole to play well. They need Alex Frazier to play well. We see Alex Frazier locked in a gunfight with Alex Lundquist right now. Oh, and Alex Lundquist, King of Sweden, he's going to lose that gunfight. You know, the Russians, they have a real big international flavor. I mean, Alex Lundqvist is from Sweden. Dan Maskel's from the UK. They have the Blonsky brothers from the East Coast of America. I mean, they really have gone around and just cherry-picked talent from everywhere.
Permitney coming out of the box.
Ooh, I think he got clipped. Yep, he's waving it off right there. He did get shot, so Permitney's going to walk off. The Russians still losing momentum right now, and a lot of it's gunfights, man. It's timing and gunfights, composure. Dynasty is putting it on right now because they decided, you know, hey, we're going to stop losing our gunfights. We're going to make good moves. And Dynasty just putting it on the Russians, coming on the strength of Alex Frazier right now, man. I mean, he had that really good run-through before, drawing the penalty from Bart Blonsky. I mean, even on the run, he was pointing the hit. And now, great move up that snake side. Shoots Alex Lundqvist. Awesome job.
Way to get in there and handle that guy.
San Diego Dynasty taking